Hello, Abdukas here. Now this is the third video on how to play the piano for people in a hurry. And today I'm going to teach you what they call scale. And we're going to start with a very powerful scale called the chromatic scale. Now what is the chromatic scale? Don't let that name scare you. The chromatic scale is just by playing all the keys without jumping anyone. Just if you click, for example, on C, you move to C sharp, to D, to E flat, to E, to F, F sharp. Like that, you move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because we have only 12 keys in the piano. So, but I'm going to teach you this scale in tonic solfa. And what is tonic solfa? Tonic solfa is a language. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You've heard that before. But the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, if you look at it, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, that's 7 notes before the do, which is the same thing as the beginning. But we have 12 notes on the piano. If we're doing a scale of 7 notes, it means we're skipping some, because we have 12 notes. So what I want to give you is the scale that encompasses every note. Now if we start our counting from C, our C will be do, all right? Then the next is C sharp, because that's the order. The next is C sharp. The C sharp is going to be D. It's not do, D. D. So we have do, D. Then the next is going to be re. So you see we have do, D, re. I seen it. Then the next is going to be mo. Mo. Sometimes you can put it as M-O or M-A-W. So do, D, re. Then mo. Then mi. So we have do, di, re, mo, mi. I seen it now. Do, di, re, mo, mi. We have covered 5 now. All right. Remember we have 12. So we have covered 5, remaining 7. So mo, mi. Then the next is going to be fa. Okay. So we have do, di, re, mo, mi, fa. All right. Then the next we have is fi, fi, okay? Then the next is so, and the next is zi, okay? The next is la, the next is to, okay? And then the next is ti, and after ti we have do, which is the same thing as what you started with. So the 12th stuff will be do, di, re, mo, mi, fa, fi, so, zi, la, to, ti, do. You need to memorize this. It is important that you memorize it. And you need to memorize it by knowing which comes before which. Then, if we want to play the same scale, but this time around on the key of C sharp, then it means our C sharp is going to be our do. Then D becomes our D, and then the E flat becomes our re. I sing the thing. So it just depends on what key you are playing. Any key that you choose to play, that key becomes your do, and then D, re, mo, mi, like that. You count up to 12 without jumping any key. It is important that you don't jump any keys. Do, di, re, mo, mi, fa, fi, so, zi, la, to, ti, do. Now, why is it important for you to know the chromatic scale? The reason is because it has every note. So every other scale that you will ever learn is going to still be within these 12 notes. It is only going to be the skipping of some of these notes. For example, if you want to run the major scale, not the chromatic scale now, and you want to run this major scale in do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, which is the solfa, then because you have already known that we have do, di, re, mo, mi, fa, fi, so, zi, la, to, ti, do, so it means you can find it do. You know that the next one is supposed to be D. So if you're looking for do, re, if you just press any key and jump that D, the next is going to be your re. Now the best way I can explain it is by using ABCD. Now when you understand your ABCD, you've known everything. So every word that you will ever use in life is going to still be dependent on that ABCD that you have known. So it is important for you to learn the ABCD completely, so that every other thing that is going to be formed based on this ABCD becomes easier to you. So do, di, re, mo, mi, fa, fi, so, zi, la, to, ti, do. Now, if I'm coming back, it's do, ti, to, la, zi, so, fi, fa, mi, mo, re, di, do. So it means I have mastered everything. Now, if I am on fi, I know that the next is so and fi, and the one before the fi is fa. So I have fa, fi, so. I know it because I've mastered it by memorizing, and I know their position in terms of hierarchy. I know which one comes before which one. So it's important that you master them and know them by hierarchy, so that if I say mi, you know where it is in terms of the scale. If I say to, you know where it is in terms of the scale. La, you know where it is. Fi, re, so, ti, fa, mi, mo, re, di, re, fa, la, do. This particular scale is one of the most important things you need to know, because every other thing that I'm going to teach you, which is in the next lesson about chords, is going to be the combination of all of these scales. For example, I can tell you that do, mi, so means this chord, or do, mi, zi means this chord, or do, mo, so, to. Are you seeing now that by understanding this, do, di, re, mo, mi, fa, fi, so, zi, la, to, ti, do, any combination that I give you is easy for you to find it and play it, because you know the whole scale. So it's good to know your ABCD. If not, you will not know your words. And that's the way this thing is. And remember, until you know your words, you can't make sentences and statements with them. So the way piano is that you have your ABCD, which is what I'm teaching you now, and you need to memorize it very well. Then later on, we're going to use this ABCD to form words, and those words are chords because they are a combination of all these different things. Then later on, we are now going to use those chords to form phrases and statements, and that's what progression means. So if you don't know the letters, you are going to struggle with the chords. If you don't know the chords, you're going to struggle with the progression. But if you understand that, and we get to the chords, and then we get to the progression, you have learned the basics of the piano.
Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.